the last year of, the last day of 2025. And let me say, in the coming hours, in few hours to come, will be in 2026. And it's been a while because I think the last time I uploaded on this channel was like almost 2 weeks. So I've been on and off for a couple of days. And and for those of you that have been following me, you would have noticed that I did a challenge. Like I went live for 23 days. Yes, I went live for 23 days to see how I feel. Okay, let me see. I hope, I want to see if my audio is working fine. Okay, I think it's okay. So let me know where you are watching from, and thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. In this live stream, I'll be saying goodbye to 2025 and welcoming 2026. So a lot happened in the past 12 months that I would like to share with the community. You know, it's not been, for a good number of us, it's not been, or it wasn't easy. 2025 wasn't easy for a good number of us, and for some of us 2025 was the breakthrough year, on YouTube. So I'll be sharing some of my, some of the experiences. I have some questions that some of you dropped with me that they would love to, to hear from me. As someone that has been on YouTube for about 8 years and have gotten over 50,000 subscribers. How is the experience? How is things going? So I'll be sharing my 2025 experience based on the questions that you have asked. So one funny thing about 2025 was that I started 2025 in a not too good note, if I can put it this way. I was discussing with a creator, from the UK, just some few hours ago in a scheduled meeting, and I was telling her that her meeting, or our scheduled meeting, was the last meeting I'll be having in 2025, and was so anxious to know what we are going to discuss about her channel, her plans for YouTube in 2026. So while we were discussing that, something came up, and I tried to explain to her the reason why I was so curious to end this year with that scheduled meeting. Because I remember in January this year, I had some issue with a creator. I had an issue, and the issue, it wasn't a pleasant one, and the thing almost made me to give up on one section of my, well, I call it my creative process, or the channel where I use, I help to help, that I use to help creators. That is my AdSense support program. Because I reach out, this creator reached out to me. She's based in Nigeria and Port Harcourt, the city of Port Harcourt to be precise. She came and told me that she had an issue with her AdSense, this, that. So I've almost finished everything, but suddenly the issue of trust now came in. So she was like, I told her that there's something I wanted to do, and I need her to authorize me to have access to her account before I can do that. So while I was doing that, suddenly, I don't know, maybe she discussed with somebody else and the person told her not to do so. So suddenly she now started asking me, why do I want, that what do I want to do? Did I want to hijack her channel, saying different kind of things. And okay, yeah, okay, 𝗕𝗵𝘀𝘁 Oh, you've missed me. Wow. Don't worry. By God's grace. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Is my audio? Wow. I've been talking to myself all this while. Okay. Okay, please, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, you can hear me now. Okay, thank you very much. Sorry, I got a call and I tried to mute it. So, okay, I like what I have said like in the some few minutes ago. The challenge I had early 2025, that's in January, it turned out to become a blessing. So what I'm trying to say here is that sometimes when you start something, it might not, it will seem as if it will look like the picture of what is going to end with. You know, I decided to close that my AdSense support because of the first experience. I was just like thinking, the first person that reached out to me in 2025, I mean, the first creator that reached out to me for, you know, for the AdSense support, I had this terrible experience with them. And I said, no, I think this is a sign that this program will not work for 2025. But fortunately, I have to, you know, delay, you know, closing that program, and it ended up to become, I mean, 2025 became the most successful year for the AdSense support program. So sometimes some things might make you to take some decisions, maybe out of frustration or out of anger, but you need to take things cool. So let me just go through your comment section. Yes, okay, I can see the YouTube tax for in Nigeria. God, I need to share a lot because I know a lot of fake explanations. No, I'm not a tax professional. I'm not a professional financial advisor or tax professional. I don't have anything, but from the little information I've gathered from experts that have been, you know, talking about this tax issue, I think a lot of information, a lot of, especially on Instagram and Facebook, I don't know much about TikTok, a lot of false information is flowing on, I mean, on these platforms. So let me go first with the first question. Okay, can you please inform us about when I request PIN verification mailer for the third time and I didn't get it, but on Google AdSense there's no other method. No, you have the, if you request for your PIN, if you request for it 4 times, you will have that option to use the PIN troubleshooter to, you know, so you don't need to wait for the PIN. You just use the PIN troubleshooter and they will now request you to submit some documents that you can use to, you know, to verify your AdSense account. Will YouTubers be taxed in Nigeria by 2026 since they pay tax to the US before? Definitely, you will pay tax as long as you are in Nigeria. As long as you are based in Nigeria and you receive your revenue, I mean, in Nigeria, as far as you receive your revenue in Nigeria, you are going to pay your tax. If the US government deduct theirs, or if Google deduct for the US government, the one you have, you will pay your tax based on, you know, the tax calculation. I don't know much about the you know, this is one of the reasons why I didn't go live, I mean, in the past few days, because my location, I'm somewhere far away from my studio, so the network is not that very stable. So that's why I've not been able to go live for some days. So coming to that tax, according to the tax calculation, the first 800,000 that you earn, I mean, for a year, or, you know, there's a way they calculate it, that won't be, the 800,000 won't be taxed, but the subsequent ones will be taxed based on some other calculations. But as a content creator, as long as you are earning more than 50,000 naira, I mean, 50,000, I mean, $50, let me put it this way, $50, just approximately. I'm not too sure. The figure might not be accurate. As long as you're earning more than $50, definitely you must you must be taxed. Even when after YouTube deducts I mean, the US tax revenue, the one that remains if it is more than the normal tax, I mean more than the threshold of the Nigerian tax I mean figures, definitely you'll be taxed. So US will tax us for the views from the US, then the Nigerian government will tax us, I mean, from our revenue. But you know, there's a way to go about all this. I think I've tried to reach out to about 2 prominent tax experts to come and share, shed more light on this tax issue as it relates to content creators. But they are very busy. I've not gotten a response from them. But I think in one of my, possibly my first video in 2026 will be about this Nigerian tax and how, how you can prepare yourself so that you won't be overtaxed. Coming to taxing your revenue, definitely you will be taxed. But now what you need to guard against is for you to, guard against being overtaxed. So that where, let's say you are earning $100 every month, America and the US government collects, let me say they deducted $10 and it remained $90. And then let's say the Nigerian government will not deduct, let's say $20 or $30. You get the point. So that means you'll be left with about $60 or $70 at the end of the month. But there's a way you arrange, you arrange your books. You won't be taxed that much. You get the point. So if it's for taxing, Nigerian creators will be taxed, but there are some ways that if you put your books in order, definitely you won't be overtaxed. Okay. Okay. So the US will deduct tax and Nigerian will also exactly. The US will deduct their tax. The Nigerian government will also deduct their own tax from our own. Yeah, Godwin Tech. I tried to reach out to you. I'm in the East. So if there's any way we can catch up, I'm available. Okay, I made a video about the taxing, okay, the 2026 tax. Okay, Prime OB, okay. Okay, I think I will check that later. So there are some questions some of you have sent to me that I should. So the first question is, what was the one mistake that slowed my channel in 2025? The one mistake that slowed my channel in 2025. I don't think there's that slowed my channel in 2025. Okay, if I'm going to answer this question, I would say there's this one. Let me just start one. You know, when we entered 2026, 2025, I have the clear vision of, making more shorts. I have that intention of making more shorts on this channel, but it turned out that I struggled with making shorts because I don't just want to do random things. So that was one. If there's anything that slowed my channel, is me not being able to create more shorts the way I planned it. Early 2025. I planned that I'll be doing like about 10 shorts every month on this channel, but I end up doing possibly maybe 1 or 2 every month. So that is one of the mistakes I made in 2025 that slowed my channels down. So this will possibly be what I'm going to work on. I'm going to do more shorts on my channel. So this might not be your case, but I'm just, like I always say, there's no one solution fits all. Something that worked on my channel might possibly not work on your channel, and what worked on your channel might possibly not work on mine. we need to check some variables to confirm if this will work on this channel and also work on another channel. So now the thing about my channel is that my channel, I built my channel based on long form content. So it's like when I upload long form videos, they will do well based on my channel's average. It will perform very well. So, but the thing I need to do now, I need to consolidate, the power of short on this channel, because this channel, if you check, like more than 2/3 of the videos on this channel are long form content. So when it comes to long form content, I think I'm at the comfortable line. So what I need to do is that I need to consolidate the power of short, on my channel. So that was one of the mistakes that I made in 2025. I didn't do more shorts as often as I planned or as often as I would. Okay. I listened to a government official on Channels TV, and he said nobody's account will be automatically be deducted. He said creators will be taxed. Yes. Okay, and he said you are the one to tell the government which money is your income, and it has nothing to do with. Thank you. You see, this narration, narration of a thing, this narration that people say you must put narration, you must put, even before, this gentleman that you are talking about, that you talked about, the government official, I think he's the head or the pioneer of the whole thing. I think he's let me say, the head of the team that is it wrote the tax, or that prepared it, that wrote the tax law or whatever. So, even before he came to Channels to explain all this, I knew that this description, there's so much misinformation on social media. That's why you see sometimes when something is going viral, I don't just key in, even if I know that I have my own thought, or what I have a thought I need to share about that topic, but I always have to sit back and watch how things pan out. So even when they were talking about this description, because I've been seeing it flying everywhere, you need to add description. Then I now think to myself, okay, let's say I paid someone with a POS machine. If I pay someone with POS machine, is there any description in that POS, that transaction? There's no description in that transaction. So I know that anything about description is irrelevant. So, but one thing from my own understanding, mind you, I'm not a tax professional, I'm not a tax expert. I'm just an average creator like every one of us. But from the discussion that has been going on from experts, I don't listen to all these people that create content, that talk about tax all in the name of creating content, but I try listening to experts. From what I've gathered, I think the normal way is that you are the one that is going to show the government that this is what I earned. And then maybe based on what you have provided, they will now calculate, or do whatever thing they have to do, and then tax you based on that. So it's not like any money that enter your account, they will tax you. You are the one that is going to provide the information. So they will, and from what this government official that you said, from what he said, they are not even, they will not, in the beginning, they might not go after maybe small earners, like people earning under 1 million and all that. That they will start with people that earn in billions. From there, they will be coming down to smaller earners. So I think, in my own opinion, I think this tax something is being not exaggerated, is over exaggerated. It's over exaggerated. Can you speak on 0 to 10 views on YouTube? Like how to escape it? Can anti-dictate browser, or if you are uploading videos on your channel, there are a whole lot of factors that will influence you getting low views on your channel. Like especially if you have been uploading, let me say you have uploaded over 50 videos on your channel and none have crossed 10 views. I think there's something wrong with your kind of content. Or maybe if you had issue with YouTube, maybe like something like your channel was suspended, maybe one of your account was suspended or terminated. So that could be a sign of a shadow ban. But if you are just coming fresh on YouTube and you have only 10, you are not getting more than 10 views and you have uploaded several videos, I think there's something wrong with your content, not necessarily your channel. There's something wrong with your content. Yeah, you're welcome. Joyous Cake and more. You're welcome. How do I move to 1K views on my channel? I have been posting for 1 year. Okay, let me see if I can check out your channel here. Let me see if I can check out your channel. I think this live stream will be a very long one. I hope that I get. Let me see what you have here. You see, you have been you have been posting for over 1 year. Let me see your channel. Let me see what you have on your channel. Okay, your last view 40 minutes ago, you already gotten 1 view. Audit your video like a pro. Stop guessing views. Okay. Okay. I can see. Let me see. When did you started uploading on this channel? Okay, you started October 2024. That is over a year. And your most popular video, you have 353 views. And it's about YouTube. I mean, it's about Facebook monetization. I got paid from TikTok. So there's something I noticed here. There's something I noticed. I noticed on your channel that the videos that did well from others are Facebook videos. I mean, titles or topics that relates to Facebook. So I think you need to start working, planning your content. Just for example now, I talk more about YouTube on this channel. If I start talking about Facebook, TikTok, going away from what people know me about, you see that those videos will get lesser views. And it could also affect my channel in the long run. So, but what I will say is that if you really want to pivot or you want to switch from Facebook, talking about Facebook to YouTube, I'm talking about YouTube, then it will take some time. It's just like if you want to reverse a heavy truck, you need a lot of effort and it will possibly take a lot of time. So I can see that you are in your recent videos. Okay, let me go back. In your recent videos, the views are very, very poor. But the ones you did like about a month ago, that are related to Facebook, Instagram, Facebook and TikTok, they are doing very, very well. So you need to be patient and also improve on your videos. But from your thumbnails, I think your thumbnails they're not too bad. So it is just a matter of time they will pick up. Here, if you want to escape 0 to 0 views on YouTube, ensure your channel and video are well optimized. Define your niche, create a unique content, schedule your posts at the right time. I think this is a very valid recommendation or a valid advice. Let the algorithm know what your channel is all about, especially if your channel is a new channel. Let's say you just started your channel about a year ago or some months ago. Just focus on a particular topic and just double down on it, and you will see the difference. You are valid. Dr. 𝗕𝗲𝘀𝗁, longest time, season's greetings. It's been a while. I guess you are very busy. Okay, so let me get this. Dr. 𝗕𝗲𝘀𝗁, longest time. Okay, I have been posting since September and have never gotten 500 views. I post regularly, never gotten any issue, but still struggling. Okay, still struggling. Is it normal? Yes, it could be normal. September, October, November, December. That's about 3 to 4 months. Although, I think you are not using your main channel on this live. I would have just checked out your channel. I don't know if this is your channel. Okay, you have posted 61 videos. The one you posted yesterday has gotten 93 views. So another thing you need to understand, as a creator on YouTube is that, one, it takes time. It takes time for you to, for your channel to grow, or if you are switching from one niche to another, it takes time. Recently I've worked with new channels. I've tried out new channels and really understand how this, starting afresh on YouTube, how it feels and how you can grow fast. But it doesn't work. All niches are not the same. There are some niches that when you just key in a matter of 2-3 months, you have already monetized your channel, getting thousands of views. But there are some channels you need to work extra hard. So this also lead me to, like, if you're into tutorial, I've said this severally. If you're into tutorial, I think it's coming to a point that people are no longer interested in detailed tutorial. You understand? If you're into tutorial, the people are no longer, most people, not all people, most people are not interested in detailed tutorial. They just want a very quick one. Just quick one. How can I fix this? How can I achieve this result? So if you know a way, you can, teach people and also entertain them, I think that would be better. It will be better for you. I have been uploading, but not much views. I don't know if my village no, not necessarily your village people. It might be you just need to, just like what this person said earlier. He said, ensure your channel and videos are well optimized. Some of us don't know how to optimize our channel and our videos. I mean, the point he shared here is very valid. Define your niche, create a unique content schedule, and also know when your audience are online. And I think one of the mistakes I made on my channel is not scheduling my videos at the right time. You understand? Because I notice, because I'm a kind of person, if I have a deadline, immediately I just finish the video and I make sure my video is okay to watch. I'll just, after putting it on unlisted, then the next thing, I'll just publish it immediately, make it public. So that's how. So in most cases, it doesn't fall at the time that my audience are always online. Like, for example, on this channel, the particular time of the day that I know my audience are always online, and I also know a particular days of the week that my audience are always online. So sometimes I just, even though that I know that my audience are not online at that particular time, I just feel compelled to upload my videos, because I don't just want to cage myself, or I don't know how to put it. I just want to do something natural. I make a video today and it's ready today. I just feel like uploading it immediately. Sometimes if I make a video on Saturday and maybe, let's say, the video gets ready on Sunday, I'll upload it on Sunday. But typically my audiences are not always online on Sundays. So that's one of the errors or mistakes that I made on this channel that could possibly be one of the reasons why it get to a point my channel now got stagnated. But even at that, 2025 is my best year on YouTube. Yeah, I can say that for a fact. 2025 is my best year, counting from this year, from 2025 down to 2018 when I started this channel. 2025 is the best year, and after 2025 was 2024. It's just like each year comes with, I mean, double success or triple success. So I believe one of my targets for 2026 is to at least let me just hit the 100K plaque. I've felt I've felt the plaque, I've seen it, I've touched it. So now I want it for this channel. I want the one for this channel, not for another channel. I want the one for this channel that I'm known for. Okay. You are welcome. Blessing Easy. You are welcome. Okay. Okay. Due to spam and deceptive content, I appealed and I got denied. Yeah. When it comes to policies, sometimes we don't know. Sometimes we might our content might violate YouTube's policy, and I think this is something that we need to be very careful with. Sometimes we might be violating YouTube policy unknowingly. You understand? Unknowingly. Let me say, for example, there's this incident that happened some weeks ago. A creator, she was on a live stream, and she videoed her child while the child was just running around. He just videoed the child, and YouTube, gave her gave her a community guide strike just for showing her child just moving around I think that was a mall, a shopping mall. So that's how it is. So for you to show a minor, so that violates, showing a minor in your video violates YouTube guidelines. So just for you to show a child maybe is playing and running up and down, that violates YouTube's policy. They don't want you to expose minors on your content. You get the point? Because even already before you upload that video, you have already said that your video is not made for kids. And when kids are seen alone on your video, it violates that policy of exposing the minor on your channel. So there are some little things that you might violate and you won't know. I know many creators, especially those coming from other platforms like Facebook and TikTok. I think those platforms are somehow lenient, or maybe their system, their tracking system is not as strong as YouTube's. YouTube, there's something I can say on this live stream, and immediately, as I'm just ending the live stream, they will just take the video down, or even while I'm still on live, they will just take the video down. So that's how powerful the YouTube tracking system is. Okay, your channel was demonetized due to puzzle challenge. Yeah, there should be a reason. Is it it should be either what they call it, reuse content or repetitive content. So which of the policy did you violate? Did they tell you violated? Okay, Sims fitness niche is one niche that takes time to grow. I never deviated. I have always scheduled my videos, still no show. Do you think my thumbnails are good? Okay, I think, yeah, I think you can do something better than this. You can do something better than this. You can do something better. That is Vicky's exercise. I think your channel is Vicky's exercise diary. Okay, Vicky's exercise diary. I think you can do something better. yeah, your thumbnails might just if you say in my own opinion, I think you should do something better. You should work on your thumbnails. 𝗕𝗲𝘀𝘁 exercise diary. You should work on your thumbnails. Then when it comes to titles and description, see, don't underestimate the power of description. Description is very, very powerful. It's almost as powerful as titles. You get the point. So now, you know, most viewers, what they will see when YouTube recommends your video to them is the thumbnail and the title. If the thumbnail is not catchy, but if the title is compelling, they might be, they will be compelled to click to watch. You understand? But at the same time, when it comes to description, sometimes, how will I put it? Your video, you might write something totally different on your video's title and write something in depth in the description, and you see YouTube will recommend your video. Maybe you might not get a good title, but if your description makes sense, YouTube will recommend your videos, especially in the search, in search result, that in YouTube search. You understand? I think I will do a demonstration on this sometime in the future so that you can get an idea of what I'm actually trying to say. But I think 𝗕𝗲𝘀𝘁's the exercise diary, I think you should work on your thumbnails. Work on your thumbnails, and also your pictures or your image, your photos. Make it much bolder. Let it be something that people can like. As I'm scrolling on your channel right now, I can't even see your face. I can't see your face very well. I can't even see your face. So you can take a closer shot of yourself and use it for your thumbnails. But I think you should work on your thumbnail. Do more on your thumbnails. Do more on your thumbnails. Okay, everyone can't be the same, and as such, we cannot create on the same niche. Just find the niche you are compatible with and get trendy topics. Okay, you are correct. 2025 has been a great year, full of successes and challenges, but I hope 2026 will be a year of breakthrough. I have been watching your videos since 2024. Much love watching from Kenya. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. 𝗕𝗺𝗲𝘀. If I hope I got your name correctly. Okay, here I received contact from should I shoot my ID in front of? Oh, sorry, I didn't get that. Okay, description is, yes, description is important. If one has time and chapter the video, that's excellent. Yes, exactly. Yes, you are correct. You know, when it comes to that chapter, okay, let me put it this way. Let's say you said a lot of things in a particular video. You said a lot in a video, and all those things that you said or what happened in your video, you can't write all of them. You can't write all the whole thing in your title. You know, your video title is like a summary of the whole thing inside your video. You understand? So the description is the best place to now tell everything that you want either the algorithm or the viewers to know that happens, especially if your video is a very long video. The description is where you have that freedom to write everything about that video or all what that happened in that video. So instead of you writing the story, maybe paragraph by paragraph and all that, you know, nobody will have the time to go through those paragraphs. So the best thing to do is to write this chapter, just like what Godwin said. You put it in chapter. So maybe let's say you had 6 events in a particular video, you can now chapter them. Yes, I know some of you will say that people will click on the chapter and you take them, they will skip your video. No, the algorithm doesn't think that way. We think that, okay, maybe if someone, maybe you are sharing something, and maybe in the out of 7 chapters, maybe at the 6th chapter, you now give the full detail of what you are sharing in that video. So some of you might think that, okay, if you put the chapters in the description, people will be skipping the rest of the video and going straight to that place. But what you need to understand is that if people click on a particular chapter, sorry, if people click on that particular in the particular chapter, maybe where they read the whole thing, like the climax of the video, and they stayed long and enjoying that particular portion of the video, you see that YouTube, I mean, is also a way of triggering the algorithm to recommend that video more to the topic that that particular chapter is associated with. So it's not a bad thing, you know, making, if you have the time, just create chapters in your videos. It helps a lot. Some people say it doesn't favor the video, because if you have like 20 minutes long video and you make it in chapters, people can click on a particular chapter and just go to that place and watch only that part and then move on. But one thing you don't understand is that when people click on that chapter and they dwell and they enjoy that particular chapter, maybe they even have to comment about it in the comment section, and they watch that particular chapter to the end. It's a trigger. So anything you said within that chapter, YouTube will recommend that video based on what that chapter is talking about, recommend it to people that will be interested in it. So it will trigger recommendation and also in search results. Okay, I've been hearing of AdSense, but I don't even know what it is. Is there a way to give a summary of what it is? Okay, let me just, today is the last day of 2025. So this one is just an open stuff. I might be here much longer. So now, AdSense, if you are new on YouTube, before you can start making money on YouTube, you need to reach the threshold. I know I don't need to talk about the threshold, 4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers, all that. So when you reach that threshold, YouTube will require you to create an account, to set up an account, which is called AdSense. So AdSense is like a what they call it, pocket. Is it? It's like a wallet. Yeah, sorry. It's like a wallet. It's like a wallet. So that wallet, when you start making money on YouTube, YouTube will not pay you directly into your bank account. So they need you to set up a wallet with Google. Google owns YouTube. So you have to so AdSense is like a wallet. So any money you earn from YouTube will be moved into your AdSense account wallet. That is when you have already set it up. So from your AdSense account, that's where you put your bank details and everything. The payment method, we call it, it is called payment method. So when you put all your bank details, the SWIFT code and all that, so from your AdSense account, the money you see in your AdSense account will be paid into your bank account. So the AdSense is a requirement for you to monetize your channel. So if you are, in some cases, many creators normally have issues setting it up because it requires some kind of documentation. So if you're not good, with documentation, when you come to setting up AdSense accounts, you might run into issues. So that's just the summary of what AdSense account is. So when you reach the monetization threshold, you'll be required to set up an AdSense account. So when you set it up correctly and did the necessary verification, then you start receiving your revenue into your bank account. Okay, can someone get demonetized by posting other people's content he or she edited differently from the original content? You mean demonetized? Yes, you can be you can be demonetized. Okay, let me put it this way. Demonetized in the sense that you might violate the reuse content. You might violate reuse content. At the same time, if the owner of the content, because like now on my channel, there's some channels that used my videos. Some of them edited it, some didn't even edited it, they just uploaded it that way. So even even for the fact that they edited my videos, YouTube was still showing me that these people use a particular percentage of my content, I mean, in their video. So I can just report them to YouTube, I mean, considering that they are infringing on my copyright. You understand? So YouTube can demonetize you for using other people's content. So that's why you see this copyright, what they call it, there's this particular is it policy? It's not policy, where you have the right to use other people's content. Okay, fair use policy. The fair use policy. Sometimes it's just an imaginary something, because if you use my content, even though if it's one minute of a 1 hour video that you use from my channel, I can request a takedown and YouTube will give you a copyright strike. You know, it has happened on my channel before. There's one video I did some time ago and I used a portion of a channel, and this channel, I mean this video, the video that I used was just, that video is not even up to, it's not up to 5 seconds, and I didn't use the audio. I just use it as a what they call it, as a B-roll in that video. I just use that particular video, just, it's not up to 5, let me say like 3 seconds, as a B-roll, and the channel just gave me a copyright warning. So fortunately, I have to resolve it with the channel or with the creator, and then he removed it. So you can, because I do see, you know, recently one of the what they call it, one of the niches that is trending right now is the reaction content, or the reaction niche, where people use other people's content and react on them. I would say it's a risky thing, you know, it's a risky thing, because if for any reason, okay, just imagine, for example, now I uploaded a video and maybe the video just got, let me say, the video just got only 200 views, and someone else used a portion of that same video that didn't do well on my channel and used it on their own video, and the video now got 1 million views and is earning them thousands of dollars. What do you think I will do? I will need to get a piece of the pie. I might request a copyright takedown because they use my content. You understand? So you know, this reaction, let me see how 2026 will look like, because some channels, when they see that their content or their views are dropping drastically, they look for elsewhere to, you know, to get more revenue. And one of the easiest way for them to get revenue is by clamping down on other channels that are using their content. Because I've experienced one-on-one with a creator that I was working with. I think he used someone else's content, and the video the video performed very well on this creator's channel. So the original owner of the video now have to send a copyright strike on to that channel, so requesting them to take it down. You understand? Request to take it down. And no, it's not requesting, it gave them, is it, I think, okay, no, sorry, look at how it was. It's a copyright strike, not request to take down. It gave the channel the first copyright, second copyright, then it just remained only one more for that channel to be deleted. So it now tell the channel owner that they should pay, I think, about $300 or $400 for them to reverse the copyright strike or the copyright takedown. And the guy did the needful, and they removed the copyright strike. So some channels, that's why reaction video, mind where you get your videos. You understand? Mind where you get your videos. Some channels, they will be quiet. They will allow you, I mean, you'll be using their videos, they will not say anything. But maybe when they need money, they will just come after you. They will, and you know how they will do it. They will give the first strike within the next few minutes or few hours. They give you the second one. Then when you reach out to them, maybe possibly they have the third one to give you. You know, when you start begging, they will now request you to pay them. So that is the funny, one of the funny things that happens on YouTube. So if you are doing reaction, mind where you get your content, because the owners might just, surface all of a sudden and start demanding for money from you. Okay. Let me see what you have there. Okay, can you get demonetized when you the content and post it? It depends on how you re-edit it. Some, because I've seen some channels, they will download a full video from another channel and then do it is it fast forward or slow pace, something like that. All those things doesn't work. When you take someone's content, whether you're fasting it, you double exit or you slowed it down, the algorithm already knows that you are using someone else's content. Even when you do voiceover and all that, you add significantly. Yes, YouTube will encourage you to significantly, edit the video. But even at that, you are still exposed to, the owners coming after you. Okay. So in brand account, can I use AdSense account to receive payment from 6 different YouTube channels under the same? Yes, you can. You can use one AdSense account for multiple channels. Okay, do you get any strike for that? No, I eventually didn't get the strike. I have to, I settle with the channel. We resolve it amicably, and he retracted the strike notification. Okay, you gave me good advice the other day on one of your lives about uploading consistently about sports, and I have been doing so now on 954 subs. You are welcome. Happy to hear that. Congratulations. Happy to hear that. Nothing beats consistency, no matter what. When you are consistent, you will, over time, you see the result. Then when you now, build upon improving on what you are already doing, then it's just a matter of time you blow up. How do you know that a particular video you overlaid on your video is causing you violation? You wouldn't know unless when the owner comes for you. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. So it's not a good idea to use clips of other people's content. It's not. Yes, it depends. What I'm trying to say here is that I'm not kind of discouraging you from using other people's content, but you need to be aware that when you are using other people's content, they might possibly come after you. You understand? They might possibly come after you. Even YouTube will. Okay. Let me say, when I had that issue with that channel, the channel that issued me a copyright notice. When I reach out to that channel, then I have to reach out to my channel manager. That is someone that YouTube sent to assist me on this channel. And I explained to her, look at what happened. Look at what happened. So what my channel manager told me was that as long as I've used the person's content, the person can request for a copyright takedown or a copyright strike. You understand? As long as it's the person's content. So that's why I said, there's this policy they call fair use policy. It's just it's a court of law. Even YouTube cannot tell you this is a fair use policy, and this this amount is a fair use. This particular, if you use maybe 1 second or 5 seconds of a video, that is fair use. I mean, that's a fair usage of someone's content. YouTube will not tell you that. YouTube doesn't even have the right, or they are not at that capacity to tell you what is a fair usage of other people's content. It is only the court of law. You understand? So unless if someone takes down your channel, maybe someone gives you a strike and it takes your channel down, unless you go to a court and the court now say, okay, you weren't wrong using that person's content, that is when YouTube will reinstate your channel if they deleted it because of using other people's content. So it's something that is very complicated. And you know, when you are creating content on YouTube, even in life, you try to avoid litigations. That's it. But nowadays, it's very common. People are using other people's content. It's just everywhere. People are using other people's content. It's just everywhere. But if you watch those big channels, those experienced creators that use other people's content, they don't take it from YouTube. And sometimes they take other people's content, like creators that are not on YouTube. Maybe, let me say, a TikToker that doesn't have a YouTube channel. They can go to TikTok and get their content and use it on YouTube. I think it's much safer that way. But if you use someone's content that is already on YouTube, or you even use their YouTube video to make reaction or do something, you risk having issue with on your channel. Is it safe to loop on Restream, and do I have to still talk over the pre-record live? No, if you use the loop feature on Restream, there's nothing wrong with it. But you need to be mindful of the kind of content you are using. It should be your own content, because if you use other people's content, or you use content that violates YouTube policy, it might backfire. And to be safe, like what you say how much of someone's content can we use, or is it better not to use anything from someone's content? To be safe, it's just better you don't even use other people's content. But I think it's almost impossible, in some niches. And like, for example, on this channel, moving forward, like some of the kind of content that I've decided that I'm going to be doing, in 2026, is like a kind of reaction content, talking, teaching people with other people's videos, something like that. So anything can happen, anything goes. So, but what I would suggest you do is that when you use people's content, you can give them the credit. You can write it on the you can write it on the video or in the description or wherever. So that can maybe make the owners to be lenient with you. You understand? Because one of the reasons why the channel that gave me a copyright notice, one of the reasons why he gave me that copyright notice was because I didn't give him the credit. I know the funny thing, that video was just, like I said, it was just like, it's not up to 3 seconds. And normally, if I use people's video, like if I know the source of the video, I normally come in the description and then add the credit. So I don't know what just happened on that video. That video, I hurriedly did the video because somebody asked me a question, so I just have to answer the person with that video. So not even considering other things that were involved. So after much discussion, and now I explained to the owner of the video that, look, because he was complaining that big channels like us, we use smaller channels content and then not giving them credit. And I told him that I'm not that kind of person. If he has known me for long, I'm not that kind of person. That even when I do encourage small creators, I do encourage them. So if I use your content, I must ever give you the credit. So it's just an oversight. I explained everything to him, and possibly he checked my channel and see that I help growing or small creators. So he understood that it was just an oversight, and then he withdrew the copyright takedown notice. He withdrew it, and then I have to also add the, add this channel this thing to the, add it as a, as the owner of the video. Okay, I just received a notification from Access Bank that says they will have to deduct 10% from my foreign deposit because of the new tax law. What could possibly be the solution? Wait, let me see. There's something I want to confirm here. Sorry. I use Access Bank as well, so let me be sure if I got the mail as well, because I saw some mail from Access, but I didn't go through it. Okay, maybe I will check it later. I will check that later. But they won't. I mean, they're not supposed to. It's a 10%. Maybe that should be for something else. That should be for something else. I don't think this information is correct. I don't think the information is correct, that they are going to deduct 10% from your foreign deposit because of the new tax law. I don't think this information is correct. Okay, well, my call to action is 10% plus. Okay, your click-through rate. And my average view duration is above 57%, but still my videos get 40 to 50 views. I mean, this metrics that you just shared, is it for YouTube Shorts or for long form videos? Okay, there are lots. Please, I forgot to request. To ask you to double tap on the video, please. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to like the video, please. Don't forget to like. Okay, 𝗕𝗲𝗀𝗃𝗃, compliments of the season. How are you doing? Longest time. I know you're enjoying your dollars. You're enjoying your dollars. How are you doing? Compliments of the season. Yeah, happy new year too. There are a lot of controversies around shorts. Some say it affects channels, others say the audience are different. What do you think? And there's nothing wrong with shorts. There's nothing wrong with shorts. And just like what you said, it has a different. Shorts. Short has a different kind of audience. That's for a fact. So let me just. I think this analogy will possibly make sense. Like, if you on your YouTube channel, if you upload both short form content and long form content, it's just like you're operating on two channels. You're operating two channels on your channel. So one channel is for long form, then the other one is for short form content. So in most cases, people that watch your long form content, there's every possibility that they will watch your short form content. But on the other side, a good number of people that watch your short form content that are not, maybe let me say, people that watch your short form content often, in most cases they might hardly watch your long form content. So you understand. So there's some dynamic undertone between this, YouTube shorts and long form content, but that doesn't mean that shorts affects channels negatively. No. Like I said, one of the mistakes I made on this channel in 2025 was that I didn't upload as much short as I should on this channel. So that also affected the growth of this channel at some point. You understand? So when you are creating content, but what I will suggest is that if you are maybe you are focusing on making money from ad revenue, then the more shorts you upload, try to, double it or compensate it with uploading long form content. Let's say if you upload 3 shorts in a week, you can try to upload one long form videos, just like that. Just balance it. But like on my channel now, like this channel, I grew this channel with long form content. You understand? So if I upload normal long form videos, I have the audience. YouTube recommends them, people watch. So, but now, if I keep on uploading only long form content, it might affect the growth of this channel. Let's say if before the end of, let me say, if I keep uploading only long form content on this channel, maybe by the end of 2026, I might possibly get to like 70, maybe I think currently I'm at 56,000 or so on this channel. So if I keep uploading only long form videos, with the rate I'm growing, I might end up getting about 70,000 subscribers by the end of 2026. But if I want that accelerated growth in terms of subscriber count, I need to create more shorts. You understand? So if I create more shorts, I can guarantee myself that before the end of 2026, I will hit 100K subscribers. You understand? So that's how it works. So if you want to make more money on YouTube, you focus on long form content. However, there are some channels that only upload shorts and they're making thousands of dollars on their channel. So it's something that is just, you need to figure out what works for you on your channel. Like on my channel now, I'm okay with the rate of my views on my long form videos. It's not like I'm okay, but I still need to get, like, I want to be getting like thousands, like tens of thousands of views on my videos. But even at that, I might be, if I'm getting that without adding some little shorts to it, I might not get, maybe I might end up getting up to 70,000 subscribers by the end of 2026. But if I add short to it, I might get over 100,000 before the end of 2026. So that's the strategy. I mean, that's the idea behind the whole thing. Okay, let me see. I hope I didn't skip any of your. Okay, I will be applying for my monetization tomorrow. Any advice? Yeah, just follow the instructions and make sure that when you're applying for your AdSense, make sure you have the documents that are required. Yeah. Okay, you got the same notification from AdSense, from I say AdSense Bank, from Access Bank. Seriously, I think I have to look into it because I do use I use Access too. Yeah, IJ, you're welcome. Okay, demand and competition could make a video with good metrics not get views. Okay, yes, you make a good point here. Now, let me shed or expatiate, shed more light on this particular comment. You say demand and compensation. Demand and competition could make a video with good metrics not get views. If a video is not in demand or has too much supply from established channels, you will struggle. Just be patient and consistent. Yes, and this thing you said also resonates with when people say time and chance. Okay, for some of us that maybe possibly we didn't understand what this comment is all about. Let's say, for example, now there's so much let me say there are so many videos on a particular topic. Okay, let me say there's a breaking news, and almost like the big channels, let's say you're a small channel, and the big channels with over 100K subscribers, millions of subscribers, they start making videos on that particular topic. And maybe you just have like 5,000 subscribers. So now one thing you need to understand is that those channels has the audience already. And to an extent, you can't compete with them if all of you upload your videos within the same time frame or the same time. You understand? So that competition might make your videos not get the necessary view. That is what this person means by competition. Then demand, you might create a very nice video, but maybe it is not something that people are willing to watch, are interested to watch. You understand? So all these factors, that's why I said, like, if you understand your analytics, if you're a student of YouTube analytics, even when something is going wrong on your channel, you will know. And you know, in some cases, there's nothing you can do about it. You have just to be patient till the right time comes. You understand? So sometimes maybe the low views you are getting on your channel could possibly be just one of these factors. The demand for the kind of videos you are making at a particular point in time, or the competition. Either people are not interested in that kind of videos or in that topic, or what your video is all about, or maybe there are so many videos about that particular topic that the competition is there. So that's why I always recommend that as a small channel, as a new channel, or as a growing channel, always optimize your videos. Yes, you can see some videos without description, or just with one random top title. You see them go viral. Yes, that could be chance. That could be, maybe chance, or sometimes it might be from a popular personality. But you, as a small channel or a small creator, or you are just new on YouTube, you need to try your best to optimize your title, optimize your description, and also the first 30 seconds of your video, make it engaging. That will make it, like I always say, there's something being a candidate for success. Like when YouTube, the algorithm is trying to find a video that is going to recommend to a particular set of people, your video will qualify. You understand? So that's like creating your videos to become candidates candidates for success. That's the word I can use. So just do it, keep on doing it. When the opportunity comes, like there's this channel that I've talked about before. This channel, that was okay during when they have this crisis in the Middle East. That is the Israel-Palestine war. What year was that? I think that within that period. So there's this channel that talk about the history of the Middle East, and it's just like a history channel, something like that. So back then, like about 5-7 years ago, nobody was watching their videos. They were just getting like maybe 1,000 views, 5K views, just some couple of thousands of views here and there. But when that Israel-Hamas war started, come and see hundreds of thousands, millions of views on that channel. All those their old videos started, gaining, hundreds of thousands of, the least you can see on that channel is hundreds of thousands of views. Others, some run into millions. So that is where the demand, when they were uploading those videos on their channel back then, the demand wasn't there. People weren't looking for war in the Middle East and all that. But when that war broke out, people started looking for the topic, and their videos were candidates for success. And all the videos on their channels were just getting hundreds of thousands of views. So that's it. So sometimes demand and competition, just like what 𝗕𝗵𝘀𝘀 just explained, can be the challenge you have on your channel. So that's why you see some creator will tell you create viral content. That's content that is, not viral content, create trending, make videos in trending topics, so that you can also get a bite from what is trending, or what people what is on demand. Okay, people should be careful on how they believe some messages claiming to be from banks concerning the new tax law. Yeah, some fraudsters will try to take advantage of people by telling them to click exactly. You know, I mean, I know that these fraudsters, they will feast with this new policy, and they panic in the society. Patience, consistency, improve packaging. Okay, yeah, will definitely get you views if the metrics are healthy. Thank you. Okay, from Cameroon, you are welcome. So guys, thank you very much. So there's, let me see, because there's some questions that some of you asked me. Let me see if I can. So I've already shared the one mistake that I made, 2025. One of the mistakes that slowed my channel in 2025 was not uploading the number of shorts that I should have uploaded. So that was one of my. Then the next one, did YouTube treat you better or worse in 2025 compared to 2024? Yeah, YouTube treat me very well in 2025. I was even celebrating 2024 that I had some what they call it, some numbers that I've not had on this channel in 2024. Then in 2025, I break some of those records, both on metric wise, both on the revenue side and all that. And for the first time, the revenue I got through YouTube, not through AdSense, but through YouTube, like triple what I earned from the channel. So 2025 was a great year for this channel. Okay, if you had to restart your YouTube channel in 2026, what will you do differently? Okay, now what will I do differently if I start my YouTube channel? If I start a YouTube channel in 2026. Okay, the first thing is that I must be consistent. I will be consistent, like uploading minimum of twice a week. And now there's something I just noticed recently. For you now to call yourself a content creator, you need to be a full-time content creator, meaning that you must always be online. If it's on YouTube, you must always be on YouTube making videos for YouTube. Like, there was a time I thought about that. It seems like YouTube is not recommending old videos as they used to. And that I noticed that recently. Like, if it were before, YouTube can even recommend a video from maybe like 5 years ago, 8 years ago. But now those recommendations, recommending old videos is no longer there. So I think there could be a reason about that. Things are changing very fast. Imagine it if I did a tutorial like 3 years ago or 4 years ago about AdSense. The interface and everything about that particular product should have been changed by now. So those tutorials or those tutorials in the past will be irrelevant for new creators to learn from. So if I'm going to be if I'm starting afresh, I'll be consistent. That is one. I will invest more I will invest more time with AI. You understand? I will invest more time with AI. And then I will do little, like my channel, I do a lot of tutorials on this channel, but I will tone down the number of tutorials that I will make, because now it seems like there was a time, this YouTube study that came up some time ago, that they said that 70% of the people that watch videos on YouTube, that is being, I mean, the videos they watch is being recommended to them. But currently, I think it's more than that. Currently, I think over 90% of the video that is being watched on YouTube is coming from, I mean, the traffic, or let me say the traffic, the 90% traffic is through YouTube recommendations, not even through search. You get the point. So just a minute. Sorry guys, I apologize. You know, I'm just doing this somewhere totally different and a lot of distractions here. So okay, so let me go through your comments. Okay, this is not okay, this is not 𝗕𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗁. If you are using the Access More app, you should have seen the notification. Okay, the Access More app. Let me, you know, sometimes I do ignore the Access More app, those their notification. Okay, Dev, okay. Yeah, you are correct. I just saw it now. Yeah, they say dear value customer, in line with Nigerian Tax Act, please be informed that effect January 1, 2026, interest earned on foreign currency deposit will now be subjected to 10% tax withholding. Kindly be assured that all taxes will be duly remitted to federal government in line with the regulatory requirement. Thanks for your, I think I don't think it's something that relates to your to revenue. I can see the notification. You are correct. This is it. I just opened my AdSense. I mean, I say my AdSense, my Access mobile app. Yeah, you are correct. But let's understand this clearly. Interest earned on foreign currency deposit. Interest earned. Oh, it has disappeared. I think it said interest earned on foreign currency deposit. Let me say, I think what I think this particular, I mean, this particular notification, what it means that maybe if you have, you know, when you have deposits that generates revenue, I mean, interest earned from foreign deposit, interest, not foreign deposit. That's what I understand from this. Just sorry for the interruption, sorry. Okay, so I think the issue is not about, I mean, the tax deduction is not related to your foreign deposits, that the money you deposit. I think like if you just like now, okay, let's say AdSense, you earned $1,000 from YouTube and and it was paid into your account, and you have $1,000 in your foreign account, and let's say that $1,000 you left it there, and maybe it now yielded an interest of $50. So I think what I think they are saying here is that they will tax that interest that your deposit generated, or I hope you get the point. So it's not necessarily the money that is paid into your account, but the interest that it yielded. That's what I think. But possibly we'll have someone that is going to explain that to us in the future. Okay. Please, what do you think about gospel niche, like motivational and Christian related stuff? Yeah, they are good. They are good, but you need to have in mind that that the RPM or the CPM of those niches are not that huge. So you might be getting hundreds of thousands of views, and the revenue might be stuck at less than $200 or $100. So, but they're still I mean, their audiences for this kind of content. How do I optimize a channel, and what's the CPM and RPM of this fitness niche? That's a long one. That's a long one. I think if you have the time or if you have the resources, you can schedule a one-on-one meeting with me so that I can give you some clue of what to do. Yeah, gifted grand. How are you doing? Longest time. So guys, I think I still have more questions. Sorry that there's some distractions here. Okay, what content type gave you the best? Okay, the next question is, what content type gave you the best result in 2025? Definitely it is long form videos. I mean they are long form videos. My long form videos did very well for me in 2025. Okay, be honest, did you post enough in 2025? No. I didn't post enough in 2025. I didn't post enough in 2025. So one of the reasons, it's not I have the convenience, but it's just some external factors. And as a creator, like me personally, I believe in being natural. But I know how would I say natural? I don't know the right word to use. Like, I don't like being pressured. You understand? Being pressured to do, not that I'm complacent or something like that, but like I know when I have to take a break or just to take a bow or to rest. You get the point? Possibly maybe it's because of my age. I don't know, but I normally know when to take a bow. Say, okay, I need to take a break for now. Then after some time, I'll continue, because something happened sometime in that should be 2022 or 2023 when I fell sick. I think that was the longest time I was off on this channel. I stayed out on YouTube for over 50 days, almost 2 months. So I learned a lot then. So then I always learned to prioritize my health. Very, very important. Prioritize my health, then my family, then content creating or other things comes. I know apart from content creating, I still have other things I do outside YouTube. So I need to put everything in prioritize them, because it doesn't make sense that you make the whole money, you can't enjoy it, other people are enjoying it for you, or you are spending it back on bad health. You get the point? So, but this advice is not for it's not for everyone. Like, if you are much younger, maybe you're in your 20s, I think that's the best time you need to hustle. Hustle, like, you get the point. But when you are getting older, you take things easily because your body is becoming fragile. So I would say that I didn't upload enough this year, but hopefully 2026, I believe that I'm going to do double of the number of videos that I uploaded on this channel. And there's another thing I want to put up here as well. Some of us, like for example now, I'm looking at getting 100,000 subscribers before the end of next year. I think the actual target I should give myself is like upload over 200 videos by the end of 2026. You get the point? So that should be the right, the right mindset or the right mentality. Not actually targeting to hit 100K. I need to do that thing that will help me get that 100K. So that thing that will help me get 100K should be my target. You understand? So when I focus on the thing that will give me that result, that's when I will know that's when I'm targeting the right thing. Not hoping maybe if I upload one video today, upload another one some other time, then I wish that the algorithm will do its thing and give me 100K subscribers. So, but what I should be targeting is that 2026, how do I upload over 200 videos on my channel, quality videos? So I think that should be it. So the last one here is how many subscribers did you gain in 2025, and are you proud of it? I think I gained over 20,000 subscribers. I think, okay, let me just check my analytics. Let me check my analytics to know how many subscribers that I gained in 2025. So in 2025, how many subscribers did I gain? Wow, I gained 26,000 subscribers in 2025. 26, I don't know if you can see it. 26,000 subscribers. Where is it? Okay, somewhere here. 26,000 subscribers. I gained 26,002 subscribers. So I gained 26,000 subscribers in 2025. That is huge. It's just like, yes, that is like almost half of the subscribers I got on this channel I got it this year. So you see what I meant, that 2025 is my biggest year yet on YouTube. 2024 up to 2024 was my best year. 2025 was another breakthrough. So hopefully I think by the end of 2026 I should be counting big figures. So but that's not the mentality, that's not the idea. The idea now is, what can I do to get that numbers that I need? Is it to upload quality, over 200 quality videos on this channel? I'm very sure that if I upload about 200 videos on this channel in 2026, I'm very hopeful that I will get up to 100,000 subscribers before the end of next year. So that's the mentality, that's the idea. Yeah, how you doing? Oko Godwin, you are welcome. Okay, scheduling a meeting with you will be very costly. Okay, I never blew. Okay, is there a way to help? This is the only way I can help on my channel. I can help, most of my live stream, I come around, answer questions, because I know each day that every day new creators are here on YouTube. Some don't know how the platform works. So I do come live because it doesn't take me much. It just maybe 1 or 2 hours of my time. I share my experience with new creators on this platform. So if you now want me to guide you or to find a time for that, that means you need to pay for that time. You understand? So I know the money is too much. It's also for me to bring out time. And in most cases, if I see how serious or how passionate you are, I can even go the extra mile to help you out. So you understand? So I know the I know my scheduled meetings are pricey, but it's worth it. But if you want, I think by the time the holiday is over, I think I'll be picking one channel at a time, do some review of channels. This is something that I initially don't plan doing, because for me to recommend anything to you on your channel, I need to look deep into your channel. But if you believe that you just need someone to just look at your channel on the surface level and say something, then I think I will start from there. Okay guys, thank you very much for the for the live stream. Thank you for participating. Thank you for the engagement. I just feel like continue, but I'm running out of strength at this point. So I wish you guys a very, very wonderful new year. I thank you all. Thank you, every one of you. Just like as you have seen from analytics, about half of you subscribe to this channel in 2025. So I have new people that joined. That joined this channel in 2025. I'm so happy. You guys have made me proud. You get the point. You guys have made me proud. And apart from that, those of you that have that engaged with my other activities like the AdSense support program, the one-on-one schedule, scheduled meetings and all that. I thank you. I appreciate. I know some of you, sometimes you say, that even this money that you paid is like below what I've given out to you guys. I understand. I'm also, there was a time I was that small, even looking for people to even help me out. You get the point. There was a time I was also looking up to some other people for help, and I see this opportunity, and I have to say, okay, I have to make impact. So moving forward on this channel, I'll be doing more. I'll be doing less of tutorials. To be sincere with you, and I will tell you maybe in my next 2 or 3 videos, I will tell you guys, I'll share with you the reason why I'll be doing less of tutorials on this channel. But I will make sure that the content that I share on this channel will be very, very valuable to every one of you in this community. I'm not going to deviate. I'm not coming here to dance or do any other thing, but any video that I will upload here, I will make sure that each one of you will get value. At least you will learn something that will be productive or that will be life-changing. You understand? So so I'm just announcing that I'll be doing less of less of tutorials. Okay, how many subscribers did I lose in 2025? I can't get it from the studio, from the mobile studio app. I can get that in my bigger thing. Maybe some other time when I'm on my bigger screen, I will let you know how many subscribers that I lost. I think I lost a whole lot as well. I lost a whole lot. So losing subscribers is not peculiar to small channels. It affects everyone. So let me give this special shout out to 𝗕𝗿𝗀𝘀𝘁 𝗕𝗿𝗀𝗀𝗺, Sebastian, Godwin Tech, Musician 22, Prime Obim, 𝗕𝗿𝗀𝘀𝘁 GSG Joyous Cake, and the Shallow Root. Thank you, every one of you, and also Callistus A2, Blessings Eze TV. Thank you very much for joining this live stream and for participating, making it interactive and engaging. I appreciate every one of you. I believe that 2026, we are going to live to see 2026, and 2026, what we couldn't achieve in 2025, 2026 is waiting for us, to break even. Don't forget AI. Find a tool for AI. I'm just giving you my parting shot. Get a second channel. If you are already using one channel, try to get a second channel and try to experiment other kind of content with other channels. Creating a YouTube channel is free, so you can experiment other kind of content on it. And if you have already started a new channel, don't be in a haste to conclude that this channel is not working. Some channels pick up in their 6th month. Some channels pick up in their what they call it, in their 1st or 2nd year. You understand? Like the creator that has earned the highest in a monthly basis that I've worked with, that channel, I think that channel earned over 7. They were earning between $6,000 to $8,000 every month. That channel picked up, I think, in their 2nd year. The channel picked up in the second year and they were earning thousands of dollars. I mean, up till now. Yeah, maybe the revenue would have dropped a little, but they were earning it steadily. And there's the other channel that I always talk about, that after 6 months after interacting with the channel owner, the channel picked up. So some channels can pick up in their 6th month, in their 3rd month, in their 1st year, in their 2nd year. So don't just give up. Don't just give up. Maybe you start a new channel, or you have been on a channel for 6 months or 1 year, you just decide that it's not working. Like I always say, look at other channels in your niche. Look at how they do things and how you can replicate the same in your own style, with your own style. Many channels are blowing up. I'm telling you the real fact. I've seen, 2025 exposed me to a whole lot of things. And I don't think that, there's some great, and Didi was here last in my live stream. There's something that she said. She said, I know she didn't mean to be mean. Let me put it that way. But I think what she said was, there is a whole truth in what she said. She said that if you are doing YouTube and after 6 months and you are not yet monetized, that means you don't know what you are doing. I know that word was very mean, but there's a point in what she said. You understand? There's a point in what she said. So don't give up. This is not time to give up. 2026 has a whole lot for every one of us, especially you, if you know you are doing your thing. So thank you very much. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, double tap, and let me know that this video was helpful. I appreciate your time, every one of you, and I will see you in 2026. Bye bye.